Hello. Welcome, and welcome back to another fabulous episode of Nellyville Reviews Drag Race Season 18, Episode 15 on RuPaul of Perusa SmackDown. Ooh, that's a mouthful. RuPaul himself was struggling. Himself was struggling to get that out, and baby has nothing to do with age. That is just a hard title to get out, and I got through it. I didn't malfunction. It is very hard. But here we are. If you are watching this on Friday, this is our Super Bowl. This is the Super Bowl of drag, y'all. And if you're listening to this after the fact, we already know who the winner is. Right now, it's come down to Mikey Meeks, Nene Coco, or Darlene. Who's going to be the reigning queen? We don't know, but Anya is going to step down and hand over the title for our next reign. Now, I will say with this top three that we have, I'm fine with anybody going on. I think all three of these women, of these ladies, I think they're going to do a great job with their reign, with their crown. I'm ready. I'm ready for my Super Bowl. Now, some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to wait till tonight. You know, after midnight, 2 in the morning. Some of y'all got to watch it on stream in the morning. You know what I'm saying? They make it real hard for you to catch the drag race. You know what I'm saying? But that's another conversation for another day. So, if I'm being honest with you, I'm Team Darlene. Look, hey, we root for our underdog. Darlene, she floated in the beginning. No one really saw her out. The tables turned, and all of a sudden, she shot up like a rocket. I would love to see Darlene take it off, but I'm perfectly okay. Mikey has showed up and showed out the entire competition. Beautiful mug, beautiful gowns. Very talented, a theater girl. I love my theater girls. If she gets it, I'm gonna be happy. Okay, Nene Coco. Okay, this is somebody who is a educated woman out here in these streets. Not to say that these other two are not, because they are. Nene is an engineer, you know what I'm saying, to show representation in the drag sphere, in the queer sphere, to be like, hey, I can be this artist, but also I can be this nerd too. Nerd, and I'm using nerd in a good way. Okay, so look, Nene worked really hard, had some great looks, showed out, was very dedicated, was very on top of it. But anyways, what we are here to talk about today is the all RuPaul of Perusa SmackDown that happened between the eliminated queens, and they've all come back. So let's talk about her. Let's talk about what happened on the last episode. Okay, so as we know, our top three did not compete in this. This is a competition to win $50,000 and win the queen of, to win the crown, to win the title of, she already had hers. Okay? This is for the eliminated queens. Okay? Now look, we already know. We already know who this was going to. And who won, it is no surprise. Nobody was surprised, but it's great to have the girls come back. We don't get the reunions anymore. So this is a good way to get the girls all together in the workroom, backstage, just together to see what everyone's been doing, to come back. Now, this was filmed like a month after everything was wrapped. It hasn't been like a whole year. They didn't do it like really recent, but it's nice to see everyone back. And we did see some girls hash some things out. So let's get right into the top of the episode, shall we? So the queens walk in, and Discord is leading the way. Okay, come on, Discord. Show me what you're working with. Shake it fast, but watch yourself. Shake it fast. I show it. No, I'm just like, I'm very team Discord. But anyway, shout out to you, Discord. They bring up Crystal. If you remember earlier in the season, Jane was talking about, oh, I really love when Crystal did this. Crystal is not nobody on the show. I guess she was trying to say Sierra. Whatever, it was very funny. Now it's a running joke that Crystal is the additional member competitor in this season of Drag Race. Very funny, very cute. What in the world is Sierra wearing? What was Sierra wearing? She was doing too much. Here Sierra is wearing this homage to Carrie. We know Carrie. We know the movie Carrie. Y'all know, right? So Sierra's wearing this bloodied out outfit to, and with this sash that says Rada Queen, and feeling like all the girls turned against me, my talent wasn't bad, and y'all turned against me for what reason. Now, look, the talent show, I didn't have a problem with Sierra. I thought it was very moving. I thought it was very touching. But at the end of the day, you know, a game is a game. Do I feel like you had a carry storyline? No, you don't have telekinetic powers. The whole school wasn't bullying you. Like, what do you like? I feel like you just really wanted to wear a really nice outfit and you wanted to be different. You wanted to stand out. You could have just wore the outfit. You didn't have to create this narrative and this storyline. You was doing too much. But that's just me. Who am I? Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Then Jane was trying really hard to get her screen time. At every turn, Jane had something to say. Jane wanted to do, she was doing a lot. Now I understand you the most recent voted off, right? I understand. Do what you got to do to get your screen time. I'm not gonna knock the hustle, but be a little more strategic with it. Don't be so obvious. Don't just be trying to create one-liners and trying to you trying too hard, honey. It's okay. You're Jane. You have a record-breaking track record in this competition, baby. Nobody like you didn't have to go that hard. That's all I'm saying. They talk about Briar's health and find out she can't participate in today's Perusa due to doctor's orders. Now, a lot of people were like, see, she really was sick. We found out Briar said, she had a pneumonia and she became septic and, she was in the hospital and all these things. I'm not going to sit up here and debate whether this woman was in the hospital or not. I'm not. And I'm not here to dispute whether or not the doctor told her she could participate. I'm not going to do that. That ain't none of my business. That ain't none of my business. All I'm saying is anybody could go on a show and say, oh, the doctor told me I can't participate. Do we really think that the producers and the executives are really going to dig deep if a girl says, oh, my doctor says I can't participate? Okay, bitch, okay, fine. You can't, okay, work. What are they going to do? Like, this is a reality TV competition show. If you were on this show, you showed up. And if you didn't, we could still create an episode around you. All of our girls showed up. If you was just the one that didn't show up, baby, that's a storyline for us. And I'm not saying it to be insensitive. I'm not saying it in a way that is all that. But at the end of the day, who's to say that really actually happened? She might just be trying to lean into it. Now, I hope she ain't sitting up here lying about health and all of this other kind of stuff. But also, to keep up with a narrative and to get some extra screen time, it might be worth fibbing. I'm just saying, I would never fib like that and be like, oh, my doctor said. I wouldn't do that under most normal circumstances, but I could see a world where, look, because at the end of the day, also, it is just reality. It's just TV. Who is she really hurting? If she's telling the truth or if she's lying, if it's not necessarily true that who is it really hurting if she is making it up? All I'm saying is a lot of people like, she really was sick and da-da-da. I'm like, I don't know if I believe if that girl really actually fainted, but anyways, there's still, and then here you go, Athena's you squabbled. Oh, it's okay. We don't squabble because squabble. We ain't gonna talk about squabble, but if you know, right? So fast forward, the girls are getting ready. Jane asked Sierra if the scrap fabric was sabotage. If the scrap fabric was sabotage. And Sierra was like, no. Girl, okay, so you think back to one of the sewing challenges, the girls had these trunks, right? And you got a trunk from an eliminated girl, right? And Jane picked Sierra's trunk. Now, the way it was folded, the fabric looked all nice and neat, remember? But remember when Jane pulled it out of the bag, it was just scraps? Fabric with big old holes in it, scraps, just torn. Nothing that, like, it was a lot. So Sierra was like, what's good? Or, yeah, Jane was like, Sierra, what's good? And Sierra was like, I wasn't trying to, I didn't know who was going to switch or not. But if I would have got my trunk, I knew, baby, I could have made Mugler. Huh? Baby, I could have made Bombaki. I could have made Chanel. I could have made Couture. What do you mean? But the thing is like, okay, it was funny when Jane first called out Sierra. But the thing is that, baby, you kept it going and you won that challenge. So what are you really mad about? Now, if that had been the challenge that you went home on, I could see you having a little bit more of a vendetta, a little more of a grudge, a little more carrying on to do. But that's why I say Jane was just really looking for screen time because, okay, call it out, have a hee ha ha, but you really seem like you mad. And Sierra, you could be like, yeah, girl, it's a competition. Yeah, girl. I had a feeling we were going to have to swap trunks. So I tried to sabotage the next girl. Yeah, girl. Uh-huh. Yeah, I did it. Anyways, they kept going back and forth. And I'm just like, Jane, let it go. Y'all doing too much. And then Kenya was like, oh, so y'all gonna make it up in this competition? Thank you, Kenya. Turn it around. Thank you, Kenya. Y'all sitting over here doing all this yippity yappy. I ain't do that. Did you do this? No, I ain't do that. Okay, so y'all gonna pick each other in the dance off and the Lollapalooza we about to do? Okay. Because it's a lot of yap and ain't nobody really. I need you to stand behind what you're saying. Really put action on it, right? Anyways, Juicy's mother, Morphine, won the title of she done already had hers assist. So Juicy is feeling a little bit of extra pressure to bring that crown back. So Morphine won, Florida girl, who is Juicy's mother, right? Susie Toot won, Florida girl. So the title has still stayed there. And so Juicy's like, not only am I trying to keep this title in Florida, oh, but baby, I'm trying to bring it home for my mother. I'm trying to bring it home for my mother. So there's some pressure there, but I'm like, Juicy girl, we already know what's tea. We already know what's tea, right? So we go on to the main stage. RuPaul looking at her like a little princess. I ain't even mad at you. We also have Michelle and we have Jamal Sims. The girls enter. Not Juicy's reveal poking out before we just on the main stage. Like, I get it. This is a dance off. Everyone's expected to have reveals and blah blah blah. But come on, conceal it a little bit. Let us pretend like we're gonna be surprised. But whatever. Oh my gosh, Discord looked so good. Discord. Look, I know other drag girls have done this. A lot of pop stars have done this look. This red cowgirl Mugler look. But I'm so sorry. It is something about the way Discord did this Mugler, this classic Mugler look. I didn't even care. I didn't even care that Mistress is in this look. I don't even care that we've seen this multiple times. I don't care that other pop stars, that Meg Thee Stallion or Dua Lipa or whoever. I don't care. I don't care. The way Discord did it, it was beautiful. I was gagging. I was slobbering. I was drooling over this look. Damn, Discord look good. That's all I gotta say. She said, oh, and then Discord, she was like, if I win, imagine how many bobby pins I could buy. I thought that was so funny. If you know, you know. I liked Vita's look. The girls look good. Everybody looked good. Then we were gagged. So we just thought that the girls are gonna all line up and do what they normally do. Spin the wheel. Somebody picks a ball. The girl that's picked picks who their competition is. The competition picks the song. Maybe they switched it up. They said, "Oh, you thought you knew how we was doing it." So what they did was they separated the girls into groups based off of when they got eliminated. And in simple terms, Juicy ends up, because she was the most recent one eliminated. I know earlier I said Jane, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So Jane was one of the most. Anyways, because Juicy was the last one to be eliminated, basically she was the big final boss left in the final round. Well, round 3, and then of course the final round. So they grouped them in order. So we had 3 rounds. The girls were separated by, who, when you got eliminated. Which I think this was cool. This switched it up. This gagged the girls, and I like this because it's like, if I survive longer in the competition, why am I competing the same way as someone who was an early out? So I do think it switched it up, and it honestly it made it a little more fair. So okay. And then it was funny because the top three, Darlene, Mikey, Nene, they're not competing. They just watching. They getting a free show, right? And Rue asked Darlene, "Oh, can I have a dessert menu?" Because Darlene was kind of dressed like a waitress. Anyways, that was funny. It was cute. So here we go. Round 1. Okay, the pit crew member spins the wheel. Pick Sierra. Sierra looks cracked because she wanted to be able to pick the song. So if your ball is picked, you just get to pick who you go against, and that's gonna influence who you pick. Because you're like, do I pick somebody who I think I can beat, or do I pick somebody who's gonna pick a song that I want? Yeah, lots of questions, right? So Sierra picks Athena. Why? I don't know. I'm guessing she thinks Athena will pick a song that she likes. Athena gets first pick of the songs because, this is the first competition, so she gets to pick the first song, and picks Born Naked, like Sierra guessed. Sierra guessed that's what she was going to pick, and that's what got picked. After all that, Sierra got stuck for a huge chunk of the song. And the reveal was not very impressive. That when Sierra went to go try to do her reveal and that costume got stuck on her arm and she's in the back of the stage trying to get this stuff off, I was like, oh, Athena won. I just knew. I was convinced. And then also Athena was very entertaining, and you could see the spark jump up when she realized Sierra was flopping. To me, Athena was the clear winner. Was Athena like, oh, the best lip sync I've ever seen? No, but if the other girls backstage, she can't even get out of her costume. She can't even get out of her reveal. Don't y'all know Sierra won? I was like, you know what? Okay. All right. Whatever. Okay. Sierra won. Whatever. We're going to move on. The pit crew spins again, okay? Pit crew picks Mia. Okay. Mia picks Mandy. I'm like, now why you gotta beat up on this girl? But then I was like, well, maybe Mandy got a little chops. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I feel like, come on, man, you're a professional dancer. You done toured with Britney, Rihanna, all these people. You like, come on. Because going off of Mandy's elimination lip sync, and I think she lip synced twice, is kind of like whatever, right? But you want to sure win, so I don't blame Mia for real. Mandy picks a song Just What They Want. Mia looks gagged. And I'm just kind of like, guess what you get for trying to pick someone you perceive to be an easy target. That's what I said. And then Dee Dee and Vita, who are left in that group, running off stage hand in hand, like, oh, we dodged that bullet. Because look, the song that Mandy picked, Just What They Want, Mia was not expecting that. This is a very wordy song, which most of the songs are kind of wordy, but this is one of the ones that were really like a lot of words, very fast, lots to remember, lots to conquer. Very like it's a hard song. I liked what Mandy was giving. Um, Mia got the win. I was like, what the hell? I thought Mandy could have got it, but fine. Apparently, Mia threw real money. Oh yeah, there was a part where Mia threw money, taking a page out of Monet Exchange's book, threw real money onto Mandy. To me, I'm like, if you're gonna throw money, throw it on yourself. Throw it on both of y'all. I'm not gonna throw it on my competitor. It's not that original, but like whatever. Anyway, so Mia won. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the next battle. Okay, the pit crew member spins. Vita and Didi are left, so he's spinning to see what song is gonna get picked. So Vita chooses a song, Main Event. I thought that they both did really, really well. Vita with the emoting and Didi with the reveals, but Vita ended up winning that battle. I'm like, okay. But I think they did both. I would have been fine, really honestly, with either one. And I think it was a good lip sync. And then when Didi got to the back, she gave us one more reveal. I was like, you better work. She was prepared, but Didi did good. I wasn't even mad. So now we move on to round 2. So Rue, and I wrote Rue trying to say the name of this. Y'all saw that. I was like, ooh, I got the title of this competition now. Rue was like the whatchamacallit. I thought that was so funny. That was cute. Rue saying, look at Juicy all alone in the VIP. And then Juicy doing the pose. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, this is a reference to a meme that came out some years ago with Candy Muse. There was a picture of Candy Muse taken where she's like, yes. And she's sitting alone in the VIP. And somebody was sitting alone in the VIP. Anyways, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Look it up. So the pit crew member spins. Vita is picked. So it's like, damn, Vita gotta go back to back. I mean, I'm sure by the time they reset cameras and everything, she got a little bit of a rest. But damn, I just got done giving it all I had. Now I gotta go right back again. So Vita gets picked. Vita's like, damn. She said, I'm still trying to catch my breath. LOL. Vita picks Mia. I don't know why Vita picked Mia, but okay. And I said, ooh. And then Mia picks the song Call Me Mother. Oh, goddamn. Another one that's real wordy, real fast. So Rue says, ooh, that's a lot of work. And Vita says, that's a lot of words. And I thought that was funny. Mia, in her confessional, says she knows this song and has choreographed it. Okay, girl, show us what you got, because you're talking to me again. And then I said, I'm sorry, but Mia just does the same thing over and over. She really does. I'm sorry. I mean, what she does is good, but she just does the same moves over and over again. I'm sorry. Mia gave everything she had, but you could see her running out of steam just a little bit. And then Mia got it. Whatever. I think I meant to say Vita was running out of steam a little bit. They both were running out of steam. I don't know. Mia won it. Whatever. And LOL Briar saying to Vita, you did this to yourself. For real? Because why did you pick Mia? But whatever. The pit crew member spins again. The pick is Kenya. Kenya picks Sierra. Because and the reason why Kenya picked Sierra is because Sierra won the Besties Challenge between the two of them. So she's like, I want a little rematch, you know? Sierra picks Pretty Gang. They both did well, but Kenya wins. Thank you. Because at this point, I was kind of over Sierra. I'm like, whatever. I mean, they did all right, but yeah, Kenya had that. The pit crew member spins again. Jane's ball is picked. Jane, or no. They spin. Jane is picked to pick the song because the only two people that are left are Jane and Discord. Okay. So Jane picked Sissy That Walk. Because we all know that Discord has made a staple with her walk this season. So there was some comedy in that. And then I wrote her, I know I said it already, but damn, Discord looks good. Oh, God, dang. Everybody looked good, but Discord was my favorite of the night. I'm sorry. This might have been the best performance of the night for me. This was the most exciting. Jane was great, but Discord, wow. Discord imitated her own walk and kept leaning back. Like, it was so good. Jane won. Whatever. Did I tell y'all Sierra won that last lip sync? Open it. No, Kenya won it. Okay, I'm sorry. I got lost in the sauce. Okay. I love Discord's demeanor. Even though she didn't get it, she was a good sport, but I really think she had that, but I think they just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I said, Jane did good too. So now we moved on to round 3. So the pit crew member spins, picks Jane. Jane's got to go back to back. Jane picks Juicy. Why Jane picked Juicy? I mean, she had a little explanation, but it really wasn't making sense to me, but whatever. Juicy picks Cha Cha Bleep. Juicy. I said Juicy, flatten this hooker. It was an incredible lip sync. Juicy with that upside down reveal. Juicy flips upside down, and that top reveal outfit came off to reveal the new outfit. That was incredible. I don't think we've seen that before on Drag Race. Jane with the comedy, very good. It was TV gold. Drag Race history was made with this lip sync. They both did incredible. Of course, Juicy won. No one's arguing there. Then we have Kenya and Mia. And it's kind of like a rematch for them. Kenya sent Mia home during the season. So here we go. The song that they had to battle to was Peanut Butter. It was very good. It was good. It was great. They did great. Mia got it. Whatever. It could have went either way. I feel like Kenya maybe could have got it a little more, but I'm sure for TV purposes they wanted Mia and GC to go up against each other, but whatever. Rue trying to say the name of the competition when asking the girls to come back to the main stage, that was funny. So the Eliminated Queens, go back to the workroom. They sit down, they're watching it on TV. And Rue comes on the screen and it's like, y'all come back to the, and it couldn't get the name out, the Rue, bring y'all asses back. It was so funny. And then I wrote Athena, shut up, LOL, but I can't remember. Athena was very funny. I actually enjoyed Athena this episode. I know I was like, Athena's gonna whatever, but Athena was very funny. But anyways, the final lip sync, Juicy and Mia. Last time they tied, in arguably the best lip sync of the main season. The song that they had to battle it out to for the tiebreaker is CoverGirl. Juicy won. Yes! They did great. At this point, I mean, this was what Mia's third time having a lip sync tonight, so we're seeing a lot of stuff. Mia does the same things over and over. Plus there's just something about Mia I don't like. I'm sorry, I can't explain it. Juicy was incredible. It was a great lip sync to watch. It really was, but I just feel like Mia, and also I feel like Mia kind of is trying to piggyback off of Juicy's. That's another conversation. I'm gonna leave that alone. I just say that because of I know I said I was leaving it alone, but I say that because of the music videos. I did 2 music videos after the original lip sync and the regular season, and then after this one here, like, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems a little riding of the coattails to me. Anyways, Athena's reaction when Juicy won and the way she was jumping up and the way Athena was like, ah! The way Athena was jumping, it was funny. It was so cute. Oh, that's why I was saying Athena shut up, because Athena was like, "Oh, my sister and my granddaughter." Oh, she said daughter, baby. That's your granddaughter. When it was Athena was like, "Oh, my sister and my granddaughter is in the final. Oh, I'm sure I can get money from either of them, so I'm happy." But that was funny. Um. So congratulations to Juicy, well deserved. I'm glad she got some. I'm glad she walked away with that 50K and with the title. She didn't already done had hers. I'm glad that she got that title. Congratulations. That was a good. This was a great Lollapalooza. This was a good one. Highly recommend. So of course there was no Untucked this week. So tonight, y'all, it is the Super Bowl. We're gonna see. Play who do you think is gonna win? If you already know who won, how do you feel about the winner? I'm calling. I think Mikey's gonna get it, but I want Darlene to get it. But I could also see a world where Nene depends on what it is. Nikki, Nene could sneak up and I could see anybody pulling it off. But I'm pulling for Darlene. I think more than the other two. But either way, I'm happy about it. There's nobody in this top three that I feel like did not deserve. I think they all deserved it. They had great packages, and I would love to see them beyond Drag Race come back for an All Stars to whoever doesn't win. And if you're a winner, come back to an All Winner season or whatever. This is great. This is great. Okay, so that's all I have to say. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Whoa. Okay. Oh, remember you can listen to this audio only, and if you're listening to audio only, you can catch a full video of this on YouTube. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Bye.